everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing one of my favorite things that I love to do, which is upcycling furniture. I absolutely love it, and I am trying to get our living room to look the way we want it to, the whole house really, to kind of give it a look and feel that makes it feel like home for us, even though we're renting. And I wanted a different coffee table for this space. I found one on Facebook, which I absolutely love. What I do these days is if I'm looking for furniture, I go first to Facebook and I will scour Facebook for a while, 2-3 days maybe, and then if I don't find anything, then I can consider buying brand new. It is good for your bank balance, it is good for the environment, recycling things like this, and especially when it will look as beautiful as this one does. So I found this on Facebook. It was $40 and I have made it look like the table that I really wanted for this space. So let me show you what we did. So this is what the table looks like. I absolutely love it. It's 3 by 4 foot. It's such a big table, and I think it will look really cool in my living room. It's kind of like a brown woody type color, and it's got loads and loads of scuffs. I'd already cleaned it and then fill in like the little spaces that I saw that had like bumps and things like that I needed to fill. And today I am just going to start by sanding it because I really want the paint to be durable, so I'm really going to take my time and sand this. I am using 120 grit sandpaper to sand this, and the reason I'm doing that is because I really want it to be light as well. I can get very heavy-handed, and I think the top of this is made out of veneer. I don't want to kind of dig into it, so even though I'm using 120 and it's going to take me a little bit more time, I felt like this was the safest thing to do. So this is the paint that I am looking to use for the coffee table. It's called Onyx. It's black but not so black, but I've also got balance beige here, not to paint it balance beige, just so that if it's way too black than I want it to be, I can mix these two and then see what I can come up with. We'll try that. And then for my top coat, or not top coat, for my base coat, I'm using this as a primer. Because I'm going to be painting this a darker color, I decided to use a little bit of black paint just to tint my primer, just a little bit, just so that when I go to paint, it will be less tedious to do that. This is what the primer looks like. I am going to let it dry before I continue, obviously, with the paint. I decided to mix that onyx color with the agreeable beige just to lighten it up a little bit because I didn't want this table is so big, and I didn't want it to be like a big black table in the middle of the space. So this is what the color that I came up with looks like. It's not that far different from the color of the primer, but just slightly darker. You see when it goes on that it will be slightly darker.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. If you want your paint to be as durable as you can get it, try and sand in between your coats. I am using a 220 to do this and my electric sander really lightly, just sand and then wipe it off and let it sit for a little bit because I wipe it off wet, so I let it dry and then I will go over it again with another coat of paint.
After I've done 2 coats of the paint, then I will mix a little bit of my paint with the top coat, and I go over it with a light coat twice, leave it to dry for as long as I can, and then I'll go over it again with a really heavy coat, and then leave that for like 2 days. Nobody touches it, nobody do anything until it looks is dried and cured, and then we get to decorate.
Dripping lights paint the skies. Only you.
Now that the table is all done, let's decorate it. So I'm just gonna do a quick table decor just so that I can show you what it will look like when it's all done. So I'm gonna start by placing, I always start my coffee table with books. I'm kind of just deciding where I want them to be. I wanted to do the books like this because I'm trying to avoid it looking boxy. So we have the books in kind of like a random placement. It keeps it interesting, and they're not all facing the same way, which I think also adds to the interest of the space. So I have too many squares. We're gonna go in with some circles. So I'm using this bowl here. I'm using this really beautiful little tray bowl that I got from Target. I'm just gonna put that there.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies. Only you can make me move. You can make me move.
Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. If you are new, please do not forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you're old and you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate your support. Like and comment on the video below. Let me know what you think about this table, and how you think it fits this space. I'm not really showing you the whole space yet, obviously, because it's not done. But let me know your feelings about this gorgeous table. I think it's really beautiful. I love it in my space, and I hope you do too. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.